force-fed now the rest of the game after that.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the... Makes the catch, and he's free. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
And when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Sayin back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Sayin. Here comes the heat. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air. It's Sayin. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They just keep firing. Here's the pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Slams it ahead. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They'll run it here on third and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's fourth down for this defense.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. All the way back. Touchdown, Rebels.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sayin. Under fire. He's going for it all. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. Trying to get away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Open on the right side, that's Smith. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So first down here as they go back to work. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
The run inside. It's Lacy. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. The Rebels in the hurry-up. This quarterback part of their running game. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Guys, look at this. Surprise, they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that one. Oh, it'll be a turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Jackson. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
Complete on third down. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running inside, it's Lacy. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Using his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Got a little grass. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And they did tack on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, say it. Pressure coming, and down he goes.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. Defense bringing the heat. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Ducks ready to kick it away first. The returner will field it and bring it back. He steps out of bounds just across.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
'20 at the 21, decent starting field position here. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. First down and more. Breaks into the open. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running.
Could be an alley. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long.
139 Albatross.
The run inside. It's Lacy. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says,
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness.
Here's a little room there.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Strong, firm tackle.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on 3rd down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they
got it inside the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Oregon. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
This drive will open from the 15. Turning it on. Ball spins away. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Trying to pick up a first down. Calls his own number. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, looking to pass. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Under fire. And it's a sack.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Fires left. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Taking it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Rebels. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Snags it, and he's open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Now the pitch. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read.
Might have a chance. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Now here's more. Quick completion on the out. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Again, it's Moore. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in. That one for a short gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Ducks will try to convert on fourth down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. More to throw for it on fourth down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Breaks a tackle and he might go. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Rebels. And they turn it into a defensive score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing more. Got it. Could not make his way to the corner.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Looking down the middle. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Moore will throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it up to 25. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Dante Moore looking to the end zone. Fires and picked off. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity.
Makes a deep grab. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Finds a tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running inside. It's Hill. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Maybe a crease. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Hill. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start really puts them in the hole. Here comes 2nd and 14. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Stuffed, stopped, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a 4th down stop. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Here's Moore to throw. Oh, they're after him. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Moore. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Got his man. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. Fourth down, Moore. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Rebels are facing 3rd and inches. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 4th down, and this offense will roll the dice from their own territory and stay on the field. Trying to keep the drive alive. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
He'll take it himself. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start.
Snags it, and there's running room. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. The run inside. It's Lacy. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. A designed run for the quarterback. Got enough for the 1st. Oh, a lot of space. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Offense set on 1st down. And they kneel down for a second time to drain as much time as possible off the clock and set up their kicker for the game-winning field goal attempt. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And it all comes down to this: make or miss, win or lose. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the field goal unit is on the field. It'll all be decided right here. Win or lose on this kick. He's got it! And with that, they've taken the lead. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the move. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Rebels want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Once he got some room, it was over.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Running inside, it's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing Sellers. Bringing the heat. Keeps the play. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a...
He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Rebels offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Sellers. Got it in the middle. It's Sellers. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The run inside. It's Fuller. And they swarm him under.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Tight end now in motion. Fourth down, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Lacy. Picks up the first down. He's loose down the left side. Past the 30. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Rebels. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Uncorks one. Pulls it in. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll go to the counter. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Throwing Sellers. He's got him. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
To the air, it's Sellers. Stepping to the right. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Sellers. Trying to pull his way in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Tries it on the sneak. And they go for the sneak on 2nd down, playing very conservatively, and they may have to open it up if they want to score on this drive. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
214 close. 214 close.
Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Buys a little extra time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There's a crease. Got enough for the first. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on. The 30, the 20, inside the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play fake, Sellers. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Tuggle. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Rushes on him. Avoids the pressure and gets away. Throwing on the run. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third. There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection. Get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
Sellers on the play action. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Fires it incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Just going to keep it after the snap. Maybe some... It's a fumble! Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Throwing Sellers. Touchdown, South Carolina! And here they come almost all the way back.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to... Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Sellers from the gun on third down. Working the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sellers. Here comes the heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs.
There's some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
He makes a grab.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the grab. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Lacey. Makes it past the marker. Running free. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Fuller. Breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Throwing, Sellers. Here's the pressure. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 8-14 choice. 8-14 choice.
Run in the red zone. It's Fuller. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To throw, it's Sellers. Picked off to stop the threat. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. This is a designed run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Now on the move. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big 1st down and keeps the clock moving.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Rebels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Finding some room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
949 Rockstar. 949. Ready. Blue 85. Kill. 214 close. 214 close.
The run inside. It's Lacey. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
The Rebels will go for it here on 4th down. To the 15. Touchdown, Rebels. And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, it's a fake, headed for the end zone. And it's not going to work. They tried to trick him out of 2 points, and they'll get nothing in like it. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Sellers. Under fire. And they got it.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Here's Sellers to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Rebels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arch Madness. Finds nothing downfield, flips it out to his running back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll give it to Brown. Turns it on at midfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload. Oh, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads it downfield. Goes high to pull it in. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Smokey, Buchanan, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quarterback will keep it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Across the 45. Got a little grass. The 20. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Makes the catch. It's Townsend. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Lacey. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to...
Could be an alley. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Extra point here will tie the game. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs with Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys that, and just recently Bijan Robinson, high draft picks, really, really good running backs.
Hand off for Brown. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Here's a heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice game, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat?
Here's a little room there. Touchdown Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance looking deep. He's got it on the left. Off and running. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll give it to Brown. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Pressure coming. They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself. himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Lacy. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Might have a chance. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. A run for the quarterback. There he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook, everything I have to use. I like all these.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Jukes his way for more. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Stop short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be?
Ready, go!
Throwing Manning. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They want to run this quarterback. Spins away from the defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. This quarterback part of their running game. Maybe a crease. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Keep it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Using his feet. He wasn't even close to converting. Stopped well short of the first down. What a job by this defense. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Pocket breaking down. Flips it out on the screen. Can't get him to the ground.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on first down, you're thinking run, right? Like, be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Here's Manning to throw. Got his man in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Back to pass. It's Manning. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up, first drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take it away.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback keeps it. There's a crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Rebels surge back on top.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Manning finds his man. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. The run inside. It's Brown. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. One more time, it's Brown. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. To throw, Manning. Makes the catch. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop, and makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Breaks into the open. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being...
Maybe some room here. He's at the 30. Past the 10. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Here's another kneel down as they set up the game-winning field goal and run the time right down to the wire. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they'll take a knee, get it in the perfect spot for their field goal kicker to try to win the game.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this will be for the win. He got it! And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.